Hello everyone. Welcome. I'm going to wait a few moments before I get started, but as you come in, this is the pick-up message with the goddess Aset, goddess Isis, as she's known in many places. She came to me today during a meditation, along with a few other guides that wish for me to do messages from them. I'm waiting for her to tell me to get started. So if you're watching the replay, just pick number 1, 2, or 3, depending on what you're intuitively guided to pick. Okay. This message is lifeless. It's everlasting. So whenever it never expires. Whenever you see it, it may be the message for you. Use your discernment. Take what resonates. Don't take what does not. And for legal purposes, I just have to say this is for entertainment purposes only, but we know that this is deeper, right? So, the Divine Mother is the goddess. She's so excited. She misses her children for so long. It's been just about the father, which is okay. She's okay with that. That is her king. But she has missed her children. Her and many of her incarnations and many of her paths of the goddess they miss her. She misses her children. The mysteries are her children as well. So, especially the female mysteries are her children. So, she has been connected to you through them, through her female mysteries, and through the female goddesses that still hold temples. So we may be here for a while tonight because she has a lot to say. First and foremost, she hopes to reset time to a time where it was the rain and the beauty of Egypt in all of the world. She wishes her and God wish to remake the world into the place that it was before the war between the gods broke out. Into the garden that we all used to reside in. She wishes for that to be restored. But she says that she needs our help to restore the beauty of this garden. She needs our help. Waiting on her, y'all. Okay. Tonight she is going to tell you what you need to hear to help you to do your part. You can light an orange candle for her or a yellow candle for her. Or a white one. It's fine. She is going to tell you today how you can do your part. Yes. Happy invoke. How you can do your part in your own path to help restore the garden. Is what she wishes to bring forward. The message you need to hear. And I'm sure she'll have other messages for you along the way that are more personal. That are more, heart-centered for you. Alright, so for those of you who just jumped on, choose 1, 2, or 3. That will be the group that you are in. And then at the end, she will do, she may have me do a collective message as well. A special collective message at the end. Thank you so much, everyone who submits the badges. All right, pile number 1, we started our first message. The message for you, pile number 1, that the goddess wants to start with is that you have the mission to overcome your shadows, to summon forward your shadows and conjure the power within them. Power over the 7 scorpions. She wants you to know that your power lies within your shadow. Within the integration of your shadow. She's also saying that for you, pile number 1s, charging talismans is part of your power and your ability here. But in order to be able to do so, you will have to. See how she has a little talisman there? Your power will be to be able to charge talismans with your power. But in order to do so, you need to tap into your shadow self to receive your magical abilities, to receive your spiritual gifts. You are warriors of the mind. So this could be people that work in spirituality, or people who work in psychology, or who work in any kind of coaching. This for you, pile number 1. You came here with the ability to be a warrior of the mind. But as a warrior of the mind, you also have the hardest time with your own mind. The hardest time controlling and ruling your own mind. So you must learn to rule your own mind in order to be able to assist others. It's time for you to go on a new journey. You know that you didn't come here for what you are doing currently, just for what you're doing right now. You came here for a way bigger purpose than this. It's time to go on your new journey, to face those dark places so that you can come out victor. Because you'll be able to help others from a place of knowledge, from a place of experience. Not just knowledge, but experience. It's all about the mind for you, pile number 1. It's all about conquering the mind and being able to trust your senses over what your mind is telling you. Trust your intuition over what your mind is telling you. You know, as this person holds those 2 swords, instead of feeling like I don't know what to do, I'm feeling like, you know what? I'm going to cover my eyes so that I can sense around me and so that my other senses can become stronger. Okay? When we meditate, we close our eyes so that our senses become stronger, so we are able to feel spirit, so that we are able to connect with spirit, so that we are able to feel them, hear them, sense them. Because when our eyes are closed, we are able to more strongly sense the energy around us. So she's saying to start to trust not what you see and not what you think, but rather what you feel. Okay? What you sense with your other senses. When the baby, she's saying when a baby is born into the world, it is born blind. It can barely see its mother. It has to rely on its senses to find the tit, to suckle. Just like this, you have been born blind into this world. Your eyes are meant to deceive you. Your other senses, your heart, is where your true eyes lie. Pile number 1, she's telling me she has given you the ink in a past life. You are an army that has received the ink, the key of life, the key to open the gates. But in order for you to use that key, you have to trust your senses and not just your eyes and your mind. And not be worried so much about others' validation. But remember that each and every one of you as warriors has a number. And your number is unique to you. And when you were deployed as warriors of the mind into this earth, you did not just come here for the recognition. You came here for the glory. For the glory of God and the goddess. Not for the recognition of other human souls. Many of you are worried about money. You need to understand that this concept of money is fake. It is an illusion. Money is just another form of energy. And she's saying that because in your homeland, in your home planet, Many of you don't have to use money. You simply exchange energies directly, hand to hand. You feel guilty for receiving this exchange because it looks different than what you are used to in your homeland. But in this land, you need it in order to feed yourselves so that you may continue on your path. She's also making me feel that it is not to be worshipped. It is not to be worried about. It will always be provided for you because you are a warrior. You were born to be a warrior, and warriors will always be provided for. She's also making me feel like you should be working as well as a community to grow your own food, to have your own, because you have the knowledge, you have the intelligence to grow your own food so that you can become less dependent on the system of Set. She's saying a time will come where it will be very necessary for the humans, especially the soldiers of this world that came here as soldiers of light, to grow their own food, even if it is in a small space. And it will be provided for. You will overcome these obstacles that the system is putting in your place. You have the power to, as long as you don't allow it in your mind. Okay? She's saying even if you have a small space, even if you have to make an interior garden, as long as you have some way to start or to become part of a community garden. Okay? Become part of a community garden where you donate your time in exchange for that. You all donate your time to grow the food together. You will overcome adversity. You came here to inherit the gifts of all of your ancestors, to remember to utilize the gifts of all your past lives. To create the garden that once failed. Many of you will experience betrayals because as warriors, you were born in families that were not your own. When you don't listen to your senses, you are betraying yourself. And then you become confused. You become lost in the mind. You cannot find your way. You must rest when necessary and work towards your mission when necessary. Your mission is divine. It is not a human-made job. Many of you may be also gifted in birth doula or death doula, and may also be children of Anubis, the god of the underworld. And because of this, you may be very drawn to mediumship, to helping those who are meant to work and meant to go into the afterlife. She's saying right now it is a time She's saying once you have cultivated your garden, both in your mind and physically, that is when your mission will be over. Once you have cultivated the garden in the minds of others, once you have planted your own garden and harvested it in your own mind, and you have planted seeds in the minds of others, that is when your mission here will be complete. And that is when you will be able to enter into the afterlife. Many of you may be drawn to the scarab beetle. And the reason for that is because you are divinely blessed. You have an energy that can easily multiply into financial success as well as spiritual success in this world. But you will need to collaborate first with your own inner shadow and then assist others in their own work. Because remember, you have the power over the 7 scorpions, the 7 vibrational paths, the 7 lower vibrational paths. And because of that, you will be able to command them to protect those who need protection from them, to heal those who need healing. Many of you are asking me, how do I do this? And she wants you to know that all you need to do is say yes. I think I have a scarab beetle here somewhere. All you have to do is say yes to accept your path. To accept and find your path, to accept the path that you were born to complete here. All you have to do is say yes. In order to do this, once you have said yes, you must embark on the path of releasing old patterns that no longer serve your highest good, releasing soul contracts that are over expired, and healing past lives and releasing the past lives that no longer benefit your growth, and embracing the past lives that benefit your growth and your mission. Number one. This is number one. She says each one of you has a crystal that resonates with your soul. For you, pile number one, I'm going to pull a crystal for you that she says will help you most in your journey. Some of you also are on a double mission. She's saying some of you here on pile number one, you are on the mission of both controller of lower vibrations, healers of shadows, and a mission of Pleiadians. You have also embarked on a mission from the Pleiadians of channeling and uplifting humanity. So some days you may be guided to work on the shadow self, and some days you may be guided to uplift humanity with the help of the Pleiadians. The stone that will help you in your shadow work will be azurite. It will help activate the void, tapping into the inner shadow. What stone will help them with their Pleiadian mission? The stone that will help you with your Pleiades mission of uplifting humanity will be two different stones. One will be chrysocolla, in order to guide you on what you need to do the most for yourself and for others. And citrine, for abundance, prosperity, light, and uplifting others, as well as uplifting yourself. That's all she has for you at this time, pile number one. But at the end, I may be doing a general message from her. So, just letting you know. Okay. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and get started with pile number two in one moment. If this messages resonate for you, share them with me. Share that with me in the comments. Pile number two, I feel that you have a big weight on your shoulders. Pile number two, I feel that you have a very big weight on your shoulders. Like Atlas, you carry the weight of the world. For you, pile number 2, the way that you can do your part and complete your mission here and do your part to assist in the repairing of the garden is by connecting to your angelic self. And to connect to the divine goddess. Many don't know this, but the archangels are actually the leagues of the goddess. She's actually the one who rules them. Many people think it's God, but she's actually the one who rules the archangels. She's actually the one, because the archangels are different aspects of God, and she is the one who rules their actions. So for you, pile number 2, she's saying it is time for you to connect with your angelic self and to connect with the divine goddess. There's a reason, she says, there's a reason why many are threatened by females. And that is because we have a power that is hard to duplicate. We have the power to create and destroy between our legs. But even if you don't have necessarily the gender, the divine feminine lives within each and every one of us. And because of that, you are blessed. Pile number 2. Pile number 2, some of you are angels incarnate. You are not humans, and you don't understand humans very much. You feel saddened by the actions of humanity because you are not human. Don't be afraid of that power. That power is your gift. She's also bringing up Kundalini yoga, Kundalini energy activation. For you, pile number 2. Queen Nefertiti is coming up for you here. A powerful female, powerful divine female. Doesn't matter if you're a male or a female or however you identify. This divine being is with you. The pharaohs became loases as well, even though many don't recognize them so. So Queen Nefertiti, a powerful woman, a powerful pharaoh of Egypt, is with you. And she is responsible for assisting many of you. Pile number 2, I can't shake the feeling that you are meant to be millionaires. And the reason for that is because you're not even human. So you don't have to sell your soul for the money in any way, because you are able to manifest so powerfully because you are angels. You're not even human. Only your shell is. Many of you are meant to make money very easily through like stocks, real estate investing, Forex, Bitcoin, all these things. You are actually angels incarnate that came here for the same purpose. For a similar purpose as pile number 1, but a very specific purpose to infuse your light into others. To invest into others. To be an angel investor for others. To be able to make it possible for others who are here on missions and for humans who need elevation to be able to get the help they need. This is a divine gift. You are divine. You're meant to live in comfort and to create communities for others who need your help. I'm seeing you building farms for people in rural areas. I'm seeing you building communes and building clean energy and making the world a better place. Using your wealth, your divine wealth that you incarnated here with, to help those humans who need elevation. Even maybe you might be involved in politics to help break down the minds of the dark forces that are in the politics. You are a sorceress or sorcerer like the goddess Aset. She is your divine goddess. You are meant to receive direct guidance from her. So when you feel lost, you need to go to her to give you the guidance you need to receive, because she is the one that is directing your orders. She is the one that is giving you the orders. Not just orders in this, you have to do this, blah, 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 but she's giving you the map. The goddess Isis, goddess Aset. Goddess Isis is goddess Aset. Her name is goddess Aset, but many people pronounce it Isis. You are a magician. And she says, once you have created these places, your mission will be done. Once you have created these communities to assist others, your mission will be complete. And your mission is very directly linked with magic. Whereas pile number 1 was more about speaking and about public speaking or doing therapy or using their voice and shadow work. For you, pile number 2, you are the magician. You are the angel that is here incarnated as a magician. Your hands are literally magic. But you have to learn how to tap into it. And your self-doubt is what brings you down. Remember, As much as you receive, you must also give. And as much as you give, you shall receive. She says, for you, your wealth is meant to be shared. You have been training for this for lifetimes, both as an angel and as incarnated in the human world. You have been training for this for a very long time, for many lifetimes. You know what to do. Do not let the human world confuse you. You are part of the council of light. Okay? So in other lifetimes, you might have been a Christian, Hebrew, Egyptian, Muslim. Did I say Hindu? Buddhist, Catholic. You have been every religion you could think of in a past life. So you have literally studied this. Mother Mary also walks with you. Remember that the Council of Light is only meant to help in subtle ways. You're not meant to force people to change. You're not meant to force others. You're meant to utilize your power to harness and to create the solution. To be the angel that you have been waiting for. You're not going to get an angel because you are the angel that came here. There's not going to be an angel that comes in and fixes these issues that you have a problem with, because that's what you incarnated for. That's what you came here to do or to get involved in, whether it's through just simply volunteering your time or funding these projects. How can you offset the responsibility? Remember that part of your incarnation was also to learn how to have fun. Because as an angel, you have a lot of responsibilities. But you also have to remember that you came here to experience the fun of Earth. Celebrate things. Don't be so serious. Celebrate, 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 celebrate life. Because you more than anyone know how fleeting it is. Let's see what message. Oh, she wants you to know, how can you accept this challenge? How can I accept this challenge? Pause and create the plan. Pause and create the plan. Because you are the magician. So you have more control over your path than any other human being. So you are a co-creator with the divine, with your higher self. So pause and make the plan of how you are going to create this life. Don't rush. Don't make rushed decisions. Don't feel alone. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you to assist you in this work. Because you are keepers of this earth. She is going to give you what crystals can assist you in this battle. You are like grandchildren. You are like grandparents watching your grandchildren. So it hurts you to see them fight, but you have to show them a better way. The stone that can assist you with this is Larimar. Many of you might not know this, but this stone is very sacred to the Arawak Taínos because it is mined in Dominican Republic. I believe Dominican Republic, the Quisqueya is one of the only places where Larimar actually grows, and it's believed to be a portal for angels to incarnate through as well. So, first the fire. First the fire and then the water. She's saying you need to work with the element of fire and water to manifest. She's also saying you need to work on helping the seas, the oceans. Because if the ocean is damaged, there will be no place for humans to incarnate. There will be no point to your mission. The Larimar. And that it will help you with connecting with her, with connecting with your mission. And the one that will help you to, when you feel like you're falling apart and you can't go anymore, to teach you to rest and to protect you is Smoky Quartz. So Smoky Quartz looks like this. It's quartz crystal, but it has dark hue to it. So, Smoky Quartz. Okay? So she's giving you a stone that will help you heal others, Larimar, and connect with your divine purpose, and a stone that will help you heal, and help protect you, and that will be Smoky Quartz. This is still pile number 2. Alright, y'all. That was pile number 2. Like I said, there may be a general message at the end. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to pile number 3. Give me 1 second, y'all. Pile number 3. Pile number 3, you were born to be priests and priestesses of the earth. To be the spiritual leaders of the earth. And because of this, you will be tested many times by God and the goddess to see if you are worthy, or I shouldn't say worthy, if you are ready to take on this important role. Many of you are destined for initiation. Many will pass this test. Many will fail. But hopefully you will pass. I must speak the truth to you, my children. I cannot lie and say that you will all pass, because it is the way of the path. Know that because you are meant to be the leaders of the heart, you will be tested more than any other. And the test will be to test your authenticity and your integrity. Because through your hands you will have the literal power of God. Through your hands will pass the Aset. And because of this, your hearts will be tested. Your authenticity and your integrity. Your connection to here is more important than here. Because if this is dirty, it is a incompetent filter for the Aset. In exchange for your sacrifice, you shall reap the riches of the earth. And you shall receive your eternal place in the afterlife. Riches far more important than physical wealth. You are the energy bearers of God and Goddess. My God, like so much. You guys should see what she's showing me. The sun god, Aset, is here to deliver your Aset, your blessings. Excuse me. Through your love and integrity, you will receive the ultimate happiness. You will also receive a partner that will assist you in your journey. But in order to do this, you must purify yourself. Your divine partner, similar to her partner Osiris or Osar, will come when the time is right. Your high priest will come to accompany you as the high priestess, and your high priestess will come to accompany you as the high priest. Because to rule, you need the balance of both. This power is meant to be shared. Because this mission, this power is too strong to hold on your own. Yes, one person may hold the key by themselves, but you will need more rest because the power is very, very strong for just one person. And this does not mean that this high priest or high priestess will be the opposite gender. It does not mean that they will be the opposite gender. This high priest can be the same gender, except one of you will hold the divine feminine and one of you will hold the energy of the divine masculine. When you're holding it in yourself alone, it is more limited. Together, you are more powerful. When you hold it alone, it can be exhausting for your body. So whether you have a opposite sex partner or same sex partner, it doesn't matter. One of you will hold and you will go back and forth with this energy to be able to sustain it, because your human vessel is not able and capable enough to hold it by itself. Just like Isis and Osiris ruled Egypt together, you will be needed to rule Egypt together, to rule your temples together. That does not mean that you have to be with someone else, but know that you will require more rest in between your work as a priest or priestess. Okay? You must find balance between the physical and spiritual worlds, because you are the gatekeeper not gatekeeper like on TikTok. The gatekeeper of a very important power. You must be balanced in order to make the right decisions. In everything you do, you must have balance, because if you don't have balance, you will betray yourself. You must continue learning. Learning the sacred words of power. And understanding that your words have power. Understanding that your words have power. Because if you lack that understanding, you will be left out in the cold. Because your words create the world around you. You are the gatekeepers to heaven and hell. Meaning you create these spaces. You create these spaces. You give these spaces power. And you are the keepers of them. But with great power comes great responsibility. You need to focus on your studies, on your meditation, on being a scribe, and not focused outward on what others are doing, because others are receiving their own messages. They're receiving their own direction from the God and the goddess. You are responsible for doing your scribe work. You are responsible for doing your work, for meditating, for journaling everything that you receive from spirit. Because not one person can receive all of the information. It is too much information to bear alone. So the information will come through many vessels. Many vessels. So you must focus on your vessel and not focus on those outside of you. You must focus on your vessel, and you must focus on your lesson. Keep your eyes on your paper. Now in school they tell us, keep your eyes on your test. She's saying, keep your eyes on your paper. Don't worry about anybody else's paper, because no one person holds all the power. No one person holds all of the information. And for your work, you will receive a reward. You will receive true connection, which is what you desire. You will receive true connection, true peace, true friendships. But for as long as you ignore your scribe work, you will be isolated and attract only those that are below your energy level, your energetic frequency. Focus on your own homework and do not worry about the homework of others. Yes, I know you are longing for home. I know you are longing to return to me, but you have a mission here. You cannot leave. You are the original wave of light workers. You are the original wave of the light. And I know you feel like you don't belong because you are not of this world. Many of you have incarnated before as mermaids, so even the physical world feels strange to you. Because you were originally mermaids, not humans. But you needed to incarnate in order to bring the light forward. Many of you yearn for the sea. For the stars. But you came here to save the home that you yearn to return to. Be more conscientious. Of where your belongings go. Of how you are polluting the waters that you came here to save. And make part of your lessons to minimize as much in your own life of unnecessary waste. How can you accept this lesson? How can you accept this mission? First, you need to learn to have fun, because if you don't have fun, you're never going to get through it. You need to learn to laugh at fate. You are keepers of the Akashic records. Learn to connect with them. Remember how to connect with them. Remember how to connect with the Akashic. Because your guidance is coming directly from the divine. Connect with your higher self. You may find that your higher selves are more harsh on you than anybody else's higher selves. And that is because you have lived so many times and you have come here so many times. And you keep tripping over the same lessons. Over fear, over self-doubt, over guilt. Many of your higher selves are leaders of councils in the astral realm. You are leaders of councils in the astral realm, and you may wake up in the morning and feel tired. And that is because you are doing your work in the astral realm and you are doing your work in the physical realm. You have the capacity to do both. But you must maintain your vessel clear and clean. Let go of attachments. This is not your world. It is a place to pass by, to enjoy. Stop clinging to the things that no longer serve your mission. Remember that you are not here to become attached. That is how you can take up your mission. Let's go ahead and see. She's going to give you the stones that can assist you. I've never heard of this stone before, but it's called Amelite. Better with time. And it assists you in becoming better with managing your time. This one I'm going to have to read because she told me I need to read the actual booklet for this so that you can understand why this stone is so important to you, pile number 3. It's the snake stone. A long time ago, when the mountains were oceans, a cephalopod called ammonite made its home in a spiral shell on the ocean floor. Its shell was much like the shell of a snail or a conch, lovely in its spiral form, but otherwise unremarkable. While the ocean receded, these cephalopods failed to recede with it. Their remains were fossilized in what remains on a mountainside. The pressures of time and the soil matrix of the mountains caused the remains' chemistry to shift and become opalescent and sparkling. Time changes everything. Amelite knows what in your life needs spaciousness and time so it can become a jewel. So it's one of those spiral stones. I used to have one of those. It looks like a seashell. Well, it looks like a snail's shell, like a spiral. Ammonite. Ammonite. It's like a spiral stone. It's a struggle. It will also help you remember who you are, she's saying. Remember that the spiral is the fingerprint of the universe. The other stone that will assist you as well in detachment, because in your mission you cannot become attached to anyone's energy, is Selenite. Selenite. So this. Well, you can use this. It's the closest to selenite that is most common. You can also use, to balance your divine feminine, black obsidian or black tourmaline, and to connect to the divine masculine, howlite. Okay? You will find that many want to be attached to you because your energy is very addictive. But they are not meant to be attached to you forever. Use it as you need it. Use these stones as you need them. Meditate with them in your hand to receive their wisdom. In your blood, you have lessons. Within your DNA. You carry the lessons all the way back to the Garden of Eden. And before that. Almandine Garnet can assist you in connecting to those lessons. Almandine Garnet. Garnet stone. Okay? The reason why so many empaths have issues, mental, spiritual, emotional, is because you get too attached. You get too attached. You must learn to cut cords. And people siphon your energy because they become addicted to you. And you, in turn, become addicted to saving them. Okay. You can love others and you can have relationships without unnecessary attachments. And without having the savior syndrome or complex. You have a choice. You are the creators. You have a choice. You are the keepers of creation. So, you have a choice more than anyone else. Okay. She has a message for the collective. But before I start with the message from the collective, I'm going to just take a moment. Okay. Here's your message for the collective. So this message for the collective is for anyone that resonates with it. Okay? You will know if this message is for you or not. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Okay? Cartouche. She says, you can be protected with the divine names of power. What does that mean? That means that you can use the name of God or the name of the archangels or the name of the goddesses to call upon your protection. To call upon their protection. Major healing is needed for the divine masculine at this time. The divine masculine has been poisoned by toxic energy. And the divine masculine needs your help. This is expressed through things that you call mansplaining, This is expressed through violence against women and children. This is expressed through infidelities. This is expressed through lies and dishonor. These are the diseases that have infected the divine masculine. And in order for the divine masculine to be purified, all whom contain, which is all of us, that contain the divine masculine within us, must purify the divine masculine energy. The divine masculine is poisoned to the point where it has completely removed itself from God. And it has created and made itself God instead of realizing that its power comes from the Creator. It has turned into this toxic energy that wishes to destroy rather than create, that wishes to dismantle even the power of the feminine by trying to remove the power of the feminine to create. This is a hidden mission veiled in pretty words. There is a hidden mission to destroy completely the divine feminine by the toxic masculine, which has infected the divine masculine. And calling it, veiling it under the veil of acceptance, veiling it under the veil of unity. But in reality, this is made to cause disunity. The toxic masculine has destroyed the power and infected the power of the divine masculine. The divine masculine is made to protect the feminine. The divine feminine is made to intuitively guide the divine masculine. And when these roles are not in balance, they will be destroyed. The wheel of fortune is turning. And the battle between good and evil is at hand. Good wishes to bring balance. Evil wishes to bring imbalance and destruction. The wheel keeps turning, and the fate of all humanity is in danger. This is largely caused by evil eye from the toxic masculine towards the divine feminine. This evil eye, because the toxic masculine has started to resent the divine feminine for its intuitive abilities. And I'm not talking about gender here. I'm talking about divine masculine and feminine energy. Because the toxic masculine has evil eye towards the ability of the divine feminine to have intuitive power and creative power. It has tried to tear through the fabric of creation, infecting the divine feminine as well, causing the divine feminine to see each other as competition and destruction, rather than sisterhood. This is the reason why many people have been born recently with an extremely balanced both divine masculine and divine feminine energy within them. This is the reason why many are being born to rebalance the divine feminine and divine masculine energy. Because the toxic masculine has set out to completely destroy the divine feminine out of evil eye, due to evil eye. Nut, the goddess of the stars, has set forward many of her children from other star systems to come here and to balance the divine feminine and masculine energies. That is the reason why many of you have been born and are involved in same gender relationships, because those who are attracted to the same gender are balanced in their divine masculine, divine feminine, and they have come here with the purpose of balancing the divine masculine and feminine so it can be restored again, and so that those who are meant to mate with one another are able to have children that have a balanced divine masculine and feminine energy. Some of you will be guided to not have children because it is necessary to balance the ecosystem of the earth, or to simply have one child. Nut and Nun are sending many to help assist this rebalancing. But a lot of introspection is necessary for the healing of this issue of where the toxic masculine has pushed to destroy the divine feminine, in turn infecting the divine feminine and creating toxic feminine. It's extremely important for this balance to be restored. It is our hope that with this plan, balance will be restored. Some traditions need to be reshaped, some traditions need to be kept, and some traditions need to be released. Some traditions need to be reassessed. With wise eyes. Leadership must be balanced between both the divine feminine and the divine masculine. And must be restored. You must all learn to stop seeing each other as competition and start seeing the power within each and every one of you and how each and every one of you is necessary. Call back your power from the toxic energy. Express your desire to not have any negative manipulation of your reality. Cut cords. Retrieve your soul fragments. Call back the pieces of your soul that have been lost to suffering, to betrayal, to sadness, to anger, to trauma. Simply by speaking the words, I call back my power. I call back my lost soul pieces. I cut cords with that which no longer benefits my best and highest good. No one is here to save you. All are here to assist in the reparation of the earth. Remember, no one is here to save you. No one of the many light workers that have been sent to Earth, no of the star seeds that have been sent, none of the creatures, the magical creatures that have decided to incarnate as humans are here to save you. They are here to assist you in your own salvation. She's saying the stone that can help you. Ask yourself, what are you becoming? Is amber. As you know, many times insects and plants and stones get fossilized in amber. And it is believed in many places that amber actually strongly connects you to your divine self and to your own power. So you can utilize amber to help assist you in this retrieval of your soul, in this becoming who you were born to become, in the fulfillment of your soul's purpose. She also says many of you need to work on generational traumas, which you may call curses. These are traumas that have genetically damaged your DNA strands. This has been proven by your scientists that this genetic trauma can damage your DNA. And you, not knowing why, can carry this trauma with you from generation to generation. Humanity is one of the youngest species in the universe. So all that has happened in your ancestry affects you today and your soul's evolution. Garnet can also assist you with helping heal generational curses, break generational traumas and cycles that are no longer benefiting your genetic makeup. Last but not least, the stone, the ruby. The ruby can assist in amplifying the good when you are feeling good, helping you amplify that energy. But it also amplifies the negative. So it can assist you in your shadow work, but I don't suggest wearing it every single day because it could end up as amplifying something you don't want amplified. But it can help through that process. It can help you become more you in your totality. Okay. So the sacral, the root, that needs to be healed so that the solar plexus can be healed and the divine masculine can return. The divine masculine can return to restore order alongside the divine feminine. And remember, these energies live within each and every one of you. It's not a joke anymore. We hear many of you joking about your toxicity. It's not a joke. We don't find it funny. Your ancestors don't find it funny. It is time to put in that work. Because you are a young species, you tend to ask for a lot but not want to do too much. And that is expected. I am not judging you. But as the mother, I must tell you, you must focus on what you came here to do in order to reap the rewards. Not just in worshiping your made-up systems and your made-up currencies. Okay. She sends you all her love. Thank you for your messages. Thank you. I thank you so much for spending this time with us and allowing me to be a vessel for your messages. I thank you all for joining me tonight and coming together with me to receive these messages from the goddess Isis, from the goddess Aset. And I pray that we all are able to live up to her wonderful expectations. She has a lot of hope for us. A lot more hope than I have for us. I'm gonna be honest. But then again, I'm only human. But she has a lot of hope for us. And I hope that we are able to live up to her expectations. But above all, I hope that we are able to live up to our higher self's expectations. Don't beat ourselves up. Do the best we can. Truly do the best we can. Let's not just say we did the best. Let's try to do the best we can. Because they're here to help. But it's up to us how we evolve or devolve. So, thank you all for joining me. I will hopefully be able to repost this. If I can, I will download it and also repost it on my YouTube if possible. So, yes, exactly. Actions speak louder than words. So, let's get to it. Let's take it just one step at a time, even if it's just starting our meditation journeys. And I know I can do better with journaling more. So even if we should start our meditation journeys and our journaling and all of that, even if we just start there, I feel like even with that, she will be so happy because we're becoming aware of what needs to be done. So many blessings to you all. Thank you for watching. For those of you who donated and who submitted badges, thank you so much. Your badges go towards our charitable donations, which we support. Many of you know we support local shelters for pets and also other food donations and things like that over the holidays. So thank you so much for your kind donation and contribution. Many blessings, and I hope that you all have a beautiful, beautiful night. Someone just asked me if they want to submit a different type of donation. In my link in bio, I do have, I believe at the bottom, a donation link. So if you want to donate there, you're welcome to. You don't have to, but I appreciate all of that, and Spirit does too. So many blessings to you all, and